Who knew an empty box could hold so much potential? 25 years later, that seems like a silly question. We asked for your help.
Here comes another one!
And you've delivered. So we asked again. And you just kept coming back every November for the last 25 years.
It's the world. It's a dream come true.
A contagious feeling that's responsible for the largest food drive in Texas, fostering a tradition that has become an expectation here in Central Texas.
It's not an option when there's people that need food and need help.
Last year, you brought in over 1.5 million pounds of food.
It was an opportunity to give back to the same has been done for me, and that's huge to me. That means a lot.
This year, 18 food sites stretched over 9 counties, each trying to beat last year's record. Central Texas coming out in numbers, by truck, trailer, and bus, to continue on the tradition of giving thanks. Sun up to sundown, giving back every second of it, dollar after dollar, can by can, pound after pound, full hearts filling shelves. Central Texas, you've done nothing but fill these empty boxes for the last 25 years. And so this is for you.
Thank you, Central Texas.
Thank you, Central Texas! Thank you, Central Texas!
Well, she has served for more than 4 decades in the U.S. Army. The Fort Hood soldier is one of the longest serving female soldiers ever. She was named an honorary Texan, and a special retirement ceremony was held on the post today. Nick Delgado has the story.
Jeannie Pace is celebrating 50 years of music. She enlisted in the Army 43 years ago, starting her military career in the only Army band open to women at the time. But her time defending the nation's freedom has come to an end.
Incredible, and I can't believe that 43 years has passed. I mean, some days seem like they're months long, but overall I will tell you that I was still enjoying myself.
Family and friends gathered on Fort Hood for Jeannie's retirement ceremony.
I figured she was going to go in for one hitch, maybe another one, and then come out and go to college. That was the game plan. But the bug bit her. She loved where she was, and such as I did when I was in.
Her Women's Army Corps band sisters also in the stands, as they are a big reason why she stayed in uniform all these years.
The only thing I can claim is being smart enough to see the doors open and then not be afraid to kind of jump in with both feet and give it a shot.
While this Chief Warrant Officer 5 begins the transition to civilian life, she plans to give back right here in Central Texas, taking on teaching, of course, right after she takes a well-deserved break.
Traveling also to go back and rekindle those relationships with friends. Go see Europe a little bit that I never was assigned there. Go back and visit my place of birth in Japan. So yeah, and everybody I've talked to, the friends I've made here, have convinced me that yeah, you go through transition, but life is great on the other side as well.
Nick Delgado, KWTX, News 10.
Jeannie's official last day in the Army is September the 30th.
Some sad news for golfers. The James Connally Golf Course near the TSTC campus will close July 31st. Lauren Partain talked to some golfers who say the course will be missed.
Delvin Atchison has been playing golf on the James Connally Golf Course for about 10 years.
It's a place where you can come and play, you invite friends, and you know you'll be able to get on.
When he heard the news of the July 31st closure, he wasn't happy.
It's really devastating. Waco has enough golf courses that I know will survive.
TSTC officials say they're looking to sell the property. As of now, 3 bidders are in the market.
It's had a long history, and it's kind of tragic. I don't quite understand why it's going under, because I walked all over the course, and it's a beautiful course, well laid out, PGA standards and everything.
2-time Olympic gold medalist Bob Richards owns 2 other courses in our area. He hopes to keep this course open.
I love golf. I've got a little money, and I'm investing it in golf courses to save the sport. This area deserves the best golf courses.
As for Atchison, he says he'll enjoy the last few weeks he has at the course.
This has been like my little secret place to come and work on my game, but I kind of hate to see the club go.
Lauren Partain, KWTX, News 10.
After an evaluation, TSTC officials say the minimum price is going to be around $750,000.
It's gonna just kill this business. I'm gonna have to move.
Terry Busby has been running Busby Feed and Seed on Highway 6 in Waco for decades, and business has been good. The Union Pacific Railroad had told the feed store and Waco Livestock Auction 2 years ago they may close the crossings due to safety, but gave them no warning they would do it today.
You know, I told them then, I said, you know, if you could give us some notice so we can let our customers know and so they can understand, you know, try to figure out some way of getting into our business, even though they got to drive around to do it.
Robert Cervenka has been trading here for years, and when he drove by and saw the closings, he was shocked.
We bring cattle in here and buy feed here and been doing it for probably 50, 60 years. I can't get over that they can close a closing like that.
Now 18-wheelers full of cattle and delivery trucks to the feed store have to come in from another way. Down a road they may not be able to maneuver.
It's going to be a big problem getting the cattle trailers and the feed trucks and stuff in here. You know, the way they got to go, the route, it's not going to be real safe doing it.
Busby says he is being forced to move or lose all his business.
A lot of folks are going to pull up to that crossing there and see that it's closed, and it's so much trouble for them to come around here. They're just going to take their business elsewhere and not come in here, and I'm going to lose that business on account of that.
Calls to the Union Pacific Railroad Public Information Office today were not returned. In Waco, John Carroll, KWTX News 10.
One Central Texas city is on water rations after losing half of its water supply. The city of West is asking residents to stop all outdoor watering after a Waco water pump breaks, temporarily cutting off their water supply from Lake Waco. Bethany Moore has more.
Nicole Lednicki waters her plants every night, but soon she and all West residents will have to stop.
We decide to shut out the water system altogether.
And they aren't the only ones. There's many residents in this area that have new grass that needs to be watered, and they fear it won't last the 2 weeks until they can.
No, I don't think you will survive. No, I don't think some of them. The tree will, but I don't think some of these plants won't.
Mayor Tommy Mushka said since they don't have the Waco water supply, they'll have one underground water well to rely on until the Waco pump is fixed. They used to have an above-ground storage tank, which would have helped in this emergency situation, but it was destroyed in the fertilizer plant explosion.
And unfortunately, the problem is that we have to have enough water in our storage tanks in case of a major fire. And if you take plants and grass versus a major fire, obviously we have to side on safety of this town.
He's asking for the city's patience.
The City of Waco, I know, is going to be doing their best to get this job and this repair done as quickly as possible, and then we'll open it back up to water in the yards and so forth.
And so far, residents like Nicole understand.
If we can water, we can water. That's all it is to it.
Bethany Moore, KWTX News 10.
Officials say it'll take about 2 weeks to fix the water pump, so the water rations will last about that long. Since the fertilizer plant explosion, the City of West has been in the process of building an additional underground well and a replacement storage tank.
That's the sound of Little League Baseball. And this week, 8 teams from all over the Southwest have come to Waco for the regional tournament. The winner punches their ticket to Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and the Little League World Series.
It's great baseball. It's Little League baseball. It's fun and exciting.
With all the hustle and bustle that a week-long tournament brings, the best team isn't the only winner.
And in reality, we're bringing an event that is bringing about $250,000 in revenue to the city.
That figure is from all the increased traffic at local restaurants and hotels. And according to Guzman, giving back to the community is what Little League Baseball was founded on.
We're a program that's about the community. We're a grassroots program. That's what we're about. The community, the local league.
Brings a lot of different people from other states, and I think it gets to see what Waco has. And, this is an incredible facility that we have right here in our own backyard. And I just think it's really awesome that this Southwestern Regional is here in Waco, Texas.
Some of the best Little League teams right here in Waco, one step away from playing at the Little League World Series. The regional tournament may end on August 6th, but the effect these teams and their supporters have on the city will go beyond that. Randy Davis, KWTX News 10.
You know my radio.
With some good old Texas country music playing and plenty of fist bumps to go around, former President George W. Bush woke up this morning in Crawford ready to ride.
I'm proud to be their friend, and I was proud to be their commander-in-chief. Now I'm proud to be riding mountain bikes with them.
This year, 17 wounded warriors were chosen to ride the trails of Bush's Central Texas ranch alongside him to honor their extreme sacrifices.
So these people right here said, no matter what the dangers are, I want to volunteer. And to be able to salute such citizenry was a high honor.
This year, the soldiers shared the bond of invisible wounds of war, post-traumatic stress, and traumatic brain injury. That includes Sergeant First Class Michael Rodriguez.
Over my 21 years of service in the Army as a Special Forces Green Beret, I sustained probably about 12 different traumatic brain injuries. However, I was fortunate that every time I got blown up, I was able to pick myself up with all my parts.
The soldiers made their way from the paved streets of the ranch through the winding off-road trails,
Riding with the best.
never passing up their former leader who once again led the way. And they weren't alone. The president invited spouses along for the ride too.
That the spouse is just an important part of the defense of our country and the support of our military, as is the soldier.
Before wrapping up his time with the media, President Bush thanked the soldiers, but he also had this message for the people of Central Texas.
For the local press here, thanks for being here. I'm looking forward to seeing these on your TV screens. Just let the people of Waco know how appreciative we are for the strong support they've given to this ride and our vets in general.